Sounds great, Hallie. Thanks. And as Hallie just mentioned, the spring weather is getting warmer and more people are eager to get out and enjoy some sun, even in the midst of the pandemic. So how can you prepare for safe last-minute travel? David Fishman of Cadillac Travel joins us today live with some details on spring break travel deals and more. David, thanks so much for joining us.
Oh, thanks for having me.
So last-minute travel, do those last-minute deals still exist anymore?
Well, they're tougher to find only because there's less inventory. There's less inventory in the seats on the planes because they haven't added that back since they reduced it back in last March. And also at hotels and other resorts, they're reducing the amount of rooms, and there's social distancing, creating the space where they might have 50% occupancy or sometimes only 30% occupancy. They haven't raised that up at all the resorts and hotels. So it can be a little bit more difficult. So if you're flexible, then you can definitely find some deals.
Now, as anyone who has traveled during the pandemic knows, security measures are in place at airports, on airplanes, at hotels, and even at Airbnbs. So what do people need to know before they book their trip, and how does having a travel agent help in that situation?
Well, it's really important right now to have a travel professional help you, because every state, every country, everyone has a different set of rules of how you get into the country, how you get out of the country, how you get into the state, what the rules are. In particular, for travel itself, though, on airplanes are one of the safest indoor places you can be. The air coming in, have a filter, they clean the planes. There's been hardly any cases of COVID related to airline travel. But it goes back to the same rules that they have been saying all along. Wear your mask, and you have to on planes, but at the airports, be aware of what you're touching still, and how close you are to people in crowds, because that's an indoor area. And then in regards to travel, if you need a test or if you have to be vaccinated, all those rules keep changing on a day-to-day moment basis. So you need to really have good information to make sure you know that you'll be safe, you'll be able to get in to a place, and you'll be able to get back home from a place. So you need to have all that good information, and that changes on a daily basis.
And speaking of vaccinations, we've seen all those vaccination cards that prove you have been vaccinated against COVID-19. Do you see us going in the direction that that's going to be required to travel both internationally and domestically in the near future?
Well, the CDC just recently said that the vaccinations makes it safer for people to travel. So that's really good news. So some countries already came out with, say, if you're vaccinated, you can come in. Some of the states will have that same type of situation. But I still think, because of the fact that not everyone's going to get vaccinated or can get vaccinated that quickly, that testing is still going to be a big part of that type of situation. And eventually, you will have to have your card or something electronic to show. So it's still going to be a fine line between testing and vaccinations, because of the fact that not everyone will have it. So they want to make sure that travel can open up for everybody.
And really quick, David, what's happening with the cruise industry, and how are the rules changing for that industry, which we know was hit so hard early on in the pandemic?
Well, the CDC has really been really strict with the cruise industry, and the cruise industry has been really good at and been always ahead of the curve at cleanliness and protecting their passengers, because there's always been issues with a group of people being contained in a smaller quarters. That being said, they're trying a few different things, right? Right now in Israel, they're going to start sailing with vaccinated crew and vaccinated passengers. In Singapore, they have already been sailing with tested crew and tested passengers. And both those situations seem to be working out fairly well. So I think there's going to be a hybrid moving forward in the future. You're going to start seeing sailings out of other destinations besides the United States. So they're going to be starting to sail out of the Bahamas, a lot of them, out of Barbados and some of the islands. And so you'll see that opening up, and most likely you're going to need to be vaccinated or tested, one or the other.
David, thanks so much. We have to head to break, but this is really important information. Of course, we will post it all on our website, WXYZ.com. Thanks again for your time. We'll be right back.
You're welcome. Thank you. Have a great day.